Touch him up, scoot back.
Division. Will it be Fundora in the gold or out?
First thing I want to see how Alaniz is going to take the punches of Fundora reacts. Right there, I got a glimpse of it with that right hook. Alaniz better be going under those punches, better be dipping. She keeps that head high, she's going to get clipped by something by Fundora.
Alaniz coming low, won the second one rather convincingly.
Yeah, but with Esparza, an excellent fight, eye to eye with her, they're the same height. This is 5 inches, takes a lot more energy.
And Esparza was a jab-happy fighter.
She fights Sergio. Is that by design?
Yeah, they fight that way because they have, and they pretty much do. You know, they're flat-footed, but they're powerful. But then you're more of a stationary target.
But Alaniz has to close the distance and land a punch against the flat-footed.
Incredibly difficult.
There's a good.
That shook up Alaniz. That right hook shook.
Oh, a nice left, and Alaniz having some success.
Be another battle between a southpaw and an orthodox fighter. They're tripping and stepping on each other. Like that, you know, it could be a recipe for in the long run with blood boiling. But whenever even the mother was a boxer in her amateur day in their blood.
Yes, Fundora, the younger sister of super welterweight Sebastian Fundora, one of her 4 brothers.
Good shot. If you're agile with those flat feet, she knows how to step to counter the shorter fighter. Desperate's a strong word, but more rounds they go and she can't change.
There's moments of success, Sergio, but she almost had the Piper in order to land her own.
For counter with a taller fighter. She jabs her way in, double, triple. She closes the distance responsibly.
Do this round is to land those 2-3 punches. She's dipping down to try to use her.
Yeah, and that's actually the way you beat taller fighters. You know, you want to punch and dip and then have them punch down.
Nice right hand from Fundora after she was touched.
You want taller fighters to fall on them, to miss, fall off balance. That's when their height, you know, turns against them.
She fights a lot like her brother, doesn't she?
In some way. I think she fights a little more tactically, Sebastian did.
But she's not afraid to fight up and reach advantage hand and then ate the shot Fundora. But she's
landing right hands. I mean,
there's a from Alaniz.
Oh, I love that combination. A lead right hand and come in with a power jab from that stand.
Oh, caught her with a left hook. Alaniz may have
bounced in on the taller fighter. Look at how
tight.
Yeah, really tight. Fundora.
Boom! Big shot
again.
She knew that Fundora was going to come up
short, and she told us she couldn't find any females the same size, so she was sparring against me.
For Alaniz right now, and even though I really well, just timing the shots like that with no jab.
Is it harder for the tall fighter to punch down or the shorter fighter to punch up?
I hated beating the taller fighter. They start missing, they become vulnerable. They can't hide when they're hurt.
As focused on the act part of it as much as she's focused on the activity.
Exciting fight, that's for sure, as we're here in round.
To sway the rounds in a close one, pushing the fight forward as well.
Let's look at Chris Mann.
Rounds to 1 in favor of Gabriela. Could have gone either way. Edged it. Our shots were a little bit more consequential, but a very.
This moment would mean for Fundora and her future. How about Alaniz? She says, whoa, nice right hand from Fundora. She says steadily in Argentina. We mentioned prime time on a major network. It's the Undisputed Championship. Who knows what that could do for women's boxing in South America.
You know, the question I have right now, up this kind of pace in the second half of the fight. She's landed as well. We've seen good punchers thrive in the 3 fights earlier. Can Alaniz take over 10 rounds?
And can Fundora switch up the game plan? And I love the fact that she's not loading up now. She's touching and hurting Alaniz.
Alaniz seemed to be getting the momentum, Sergio. Fundora.
Yes, because she's not loading up. He's just touching him. Hooks, the uppercuts.
Big uppercut. And now Alaniz lands some power punches. How about this slugfest in Las Vegas, everybody?
Wow. We won it with all the belts.
But don't count out. She has landed some very big, strong shots. She preferred 3, like Amanda Serrano does.
Whoa. And just came up a little bit short to do more damage. She stomach, and that would actually create an avenue for that.
Counter from Alaniz.
Eyes of Fundora.
We talked about exact opposite goes for the entirety of this fight, and I love the feints. Good foot, probably making Fundora a little bit off kilter
as well. Jab your own. A very underrated skill. You bend them in half. Fundora's just missing with big left hand this round.
Good body shot. For Fundora.
She just got hit with a straight left hand, and she's been getting closer and closer to that chin. Everything was great for Alaniz, but she's going to zero it in on the range.
He stops moving for a second. The Punisher as Alaniz lands.
I can see what she's trying to do, and it's a tall task. It's a tall task to fight fighters like Fundora, let alone as well. So I like seeing
back-to-back body shots from Fundora.
To break down Alaniz. Good body shot by Fundora. Nice.
Those types of shots, Sergio, difficult for the tee shots because they've got to dip down and they've got to find that range.
Yeah, that's why a lot of times tall fighters they don't throw.
From Fundora. We are in round 7. Close fight, but one that Fundora will be ahead on. Everything she can to close the distance and land those.
Yeah, and I think it's the right advice from, even though her head movement is causing some problems, I think, for
hard through 6.
Break, as Sergio mentioned, started to break Alaniz down with shots just like that.
Man, that was a tough one for Alaniz, like a zombie.
And
she couldn't handle.
Got stepped on, but no, that was a punch right on the chin.
I think there was some foot crossing there.
Big turning point in this. Fundora, there's no doubt about it.
There was no doubt about the first one either. Fundora is zeroing in a towel.